Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monsters video. So today we have the Golden Legends Pass Mythic monster. I'm going to be doing a full review from level 1 to 150 rank 5. This monster just came out recently in the current Golden Legends Pass, and I'm going to be doing a full review like I said. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. Alright, so take a look at this. We have 8,900 cells right here for this monster. Let me know who you guys want me to review next, by the way, out of the crew. But let me go ahead and just get into actually the monster. So here we go. We have the egg. Huge thanks to Social Point for sponsoring this video. They went ahead and give me everything that you guys will be seeing in this video. Everything's given to me by them. So I want to give them a huge shout out. But let's go ahead and get into ranking up straight away. So yeah, this monster is actually part of the new season and probably the Gold Legends Pass. So if you are interested, you can go ahead and grab it right now through the game. By the way, there will be a QR code as well on the screen. You guys can go ahead and scan if you're playing on a computer. But here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get this monster to rank 3 now. And there's also gonna be a link extra down below. I don't want to forget that too. But take a look at this. We have dodge area, light damage immunity. Oh, look at that. You basically have a unlimited shield. You know what I mean? Kind of like evasion in a way, except till you get trait disabled. So be careful of that. And then you have immunity to torture as well. Immunity to torture is actually good. But anyways, for you guys, let's go ahead and get that up to 150. So now we're just going to go ahead and start feeding him up. I like the baby form. The adult form, not so much. I mean, it looks alright, but I'm saying like the baby form is just so adorable, right? For this monster. I really like the adult form design of the new ancestral monster, which I did a review on. If you guys haven't seen already, make sure you check that out. But yeah, that monster, man, it's something else. That's a video you do not want to miss out. Just want to, throw that out there. But anyways, here we go. It is almost at 150. Now that it is at 150, we got 64,064. Oh, look at that. 64,064. 1.968 million life. Almost, you could round it up to the next. So 9 right there. And then 34,048 speed. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take a look at the skills here. So this one right here removes all torches from all allies. Applies immune to control to all allies and heals all allies by 15%. Now, it's funny. So a lot of people are probably going to use this monster against the new ancestral monster, but the funny thing is they can't, because you would have to remove negative side effects twice. But this is just the tortures. This doesn't really remove negative side effects, you know what I mean? Because the negative effect protection kind of like counters that, it like blocks it. It's kind of nasty. But phantoms resolve. This one's a remove evasion from everybody, deals a low turn damage, and applies electrified. I'm not really a fan of that, unless you're maybe opening up the path for like another monster to go right after you. This one's compassion, removes all tortures, applies immunity to control, and heals one ally by 30%. I wish that was AoE. And then double damage to all allies, heals them by 40% and gives them 50% of stamina as well. Okay, heals one ally by 50%. That is spammable as long as you have the stamina. Removes evasion. It's basically a single target version of this. And then that's not, nope. Okay, these are the 4 best skills in my opinion. Now, stamina cost, it's moderate, except this one. This one's really low, which is nice because it is a really good support skill. And then these other ones are basically 3-turn cooldowns and stuff like that. Let's see. This skill, or the ultimate, removes all negative side effects from all allies, applies triple damage, and you're healing them by 100%. That's actually a really good ultimate. I like that ultimate. The elements, it's double. You have light and thunder. Now, when it comes down to skills, I'd probably run this monster with like team speeds, honestly. So you can just run up something like this. I'm gonna go ahead and give in these like level 9s. But you can do like a full team speed if you want, or you could do like a mix of speed with team speed. That's really all you want to do. You want to avoid strength runes. You want to avoid maybe life runes too, I would say. Anything else? But yeah, it's between speed and team speed. Now, relics on the other hand, we have a staff and mask. So there's actually a couple of options. Let me see. I might actually do like a merc staff, honestly. Yeah, let me do merc staff so we actually apply like some kind of torture as well, because when you use actually no, merc staff is not really the greatest. Let me get rid of that because this monster is not dealing any damage at all. You could do something that gives him like he actually removes stamina, or you could give him something that gives him stamina. So here on the other hand, I could do like you do Byron Warm Bass, there's Raji's Mask, there's a couple options really. I might do like a Tetsuma's Mask to give stamina to everybody. But yeah, those are the relics. We already got into the runes. Let's get into battle. Alright guys, so I went ahead and paired it up with this trio right here. We just have a random attacker there, so that could be your attacker if you're going to be pairing it up with whoever you want. I didn't want to pair it up with the newest ancestral monster because that monster is way too good, man. Too broken, man. Like that monster does not need this. Does not need it at all in order to win. But what you want to do is you want to open up the path a little bit, not for really for your supporter, but you know, free attacker a little bit. But let's say this monster gets a turn. Now, I kind of wish he didn't actually let me charge up. So let's just say it was like this, where he got the she got the turn before him. What you can do is you can actually boost up the damage boost a little bit if you want. This is more of like a support that you want to use later on. If there's evasion, you can actually open up the path a little bit and apply electrified. If I'm not mistaken, electrified actually blocks dodge area. Yeah. And then this one removes all tortures, you know, control immunity, heal. So that's more of a support, which you don't really need right now. So go ahead and do your double damage for now. And once he got the double damage, he's going to be attacking pretty hard. So yeah, look at that AoE right there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Thanks to the double damage, we're able to deal a pretty good amount of damage. Yeah, we're basically doubling our damage. Nice. By the way, Social Point did let me know, or the community manager did let me know that the 8x is actually back, or x8. So the speed up option for x8 is actually back. It's returned. You guys can go ahead and use it right now. I'm not sure for how long, but it is back. But let's go ahead and do regular damage without the double damage, because I'm pretty sure that double damage actually lasts for just one turn. This is more of support, so we gotta let them basically damage me in order for me to actually use those skills. But it's basically just like supportive skills that you need whenever you're hurt, or whenever like there's tortures on you. All right, so here's an example. We're gonna go ahead and let her get a turn in right here, and hopefully she doesn't die. Okay, she attacks me just a little bit, but then the relics are gonna kick in, and yeah, I die from that, man. But anyways, so you see how I have guard down right there? I have guard down, and I also have my health a little bit low. So this one removes tortures, applies means control. There was another skill right here, removes also. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's the ultimate that removes yeah, there it is. Okay, we do have the ultimate too. So removing all negative status effects, applies triple damage, and heals online as well by 100%. So basically it resets everything. On top of that, you get triple damage. So now with the triple damage, we get our ultimate as well. And look at that, man. Holy crap, dude. Now to better test that, I'm going to go ahead and let these guys get a turn in right here and basically attack me. So Weirdaika attacked, well, Weirdaika give more of like a damage, or like a hater. I'm just going to go ahead and let Donovan here get a turn in, and look at that 54k damage. On top of that, laser beam sword kicking in, you know, dealing an extra bit of damage. But look at that, she's basically hurt a little bit. So in this case, you can heal, you can give 50% stamina and double damage, and then you also have other skills that will also kind of back you up if, let's say, that one's on cooldown. So here we go with the double damage. With the help of that, we actually just wipe off everybody. So pretty good stuff. But honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, there are better supporters in the game in terms of like giving the damage boost and stuff. But in terms of the whole health regen part, she's kind of got it. I mean, you know, like with the damage boost part, there's obviously like Honan, which is an ancestral monster, and obviously that's ancestral versus a mythic. But still, they're both monsters in the game, and I gotta give credits when I you know, need to. But with this monster, I mean, the only skill that I feel like this right here could have been a little bit better. These skills aren't actually too bad. They're healing and stuff like that, but I wish the removing negative status effect part was actually part of one of these skills, because especially with the new ancestral, you need a monster that would actually be able to do that for you. But anyways, that's really gonna wrap it up for today's monster video. If you guys want to grab it, like I said, again, it's part of the current Legends Pass. You can go and activate it today in the game. But that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this monster, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.